how are you doing? All right, so it's been raining out there and I have some plants that need to go on the ground. Let me see. I have some kale. I have to make a choice. Kale, callaloo, and I got some Swiss chard that needs to be replanted. I think I'm going to put the kale in there. Now I'm going to put most of it in the ground, but I'm going to save a couple of them to put in containers. Always try to split, if you have enough, split it. Put some in containers and put some in the ground. Now the container garden is going to require you to do more work. You're going to have to water that thing religiously because they dry out really quick. If I go on vacation, if something is in container, I check it first of all to see if there's any bugs in it, and I pull them in the house. They're better off in the house than me. I've learned from my mistakes. Pull this up so y'all can see my face. I've learned from my mistakes about leaving containers outside. They always dry out and the plant always is either in shock or dead by the time you get back if you're gone for a week or so. A couple of days, maybe you'll be all right. But if it's a week, pull those container plants in the house. Put them under some lights if you don't have any windows to put it in, and they're going to suffer, but they will not be dead by the time you get home. Just a word to the wise. So I got to get these things in the ground because some plants can only grow as big as the container will allow them. So if you want your plant to grow bigger, faster, put it in the ground or put it in a larger container. You see me putting my dirty Converse on. I got my paint shirt on. I'm going out there. I sprayed myself with some bug spray because I am tired of getting bit up. Another thing with when you're outside and there's mosquitoes out there, mosquitoes will leave you alone a little bit more when you have light colors on. They're attracted to the darker colors. So that's why I got a white shirt on, my paint shirt on. And it can get dirty because I painted in this shirt and messed it up. So I don't care if it gets dirty. Just throw it in the laundry. Use it over and over again. So if you see some spots on it, yes, they're supposed to be there because this is my paint shirt. and my Converse. My Converse, yes. So let's get outside and let's get to planting. Jamaica, you got some decisions to make. Ooh, I almost lost it. Y'all don't say that on my, you know what? So this is the kale. I planted this. It rained. I planted this, I think, a week ago. Look at them. They got true leaves on them, and I think they're strong enough. I put smaller plants in there, and these are my bell peppers. So I'm going to take two of the strongest ones, the ones I like the most, and I'm going to put those in containers. And then the rest of them, I'm going to put them in the ground. So let's go ahead. So I think I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put that one there. And I'm going to pick another one. I like you. I'm going to put that one there. I'm just going to take two of each. Now, kale, the reason why I planted so much kale is because I like kale chips. And I want to make a lot of them. I'm going to dehydrate these things and season them up. Ooh, they are so good. They are so good. I learned to only plant things that I like. So I'm going to take this one. And this one. So I got two kale plants and two bell peppers. Those are going in containers. Let's get out there. We got to plant. This is kale. And this is kale. I got to get a plat for the bell peppers. So let's go ahead, all right? Okay, I got it together now. So I separated them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hedge my bets. What I did was I split them up. So 1/2 of the bell peppers and the kale are going to go on one side of the garden, on the, what is this, the east end, and one side is going to go on the west end because, you know, the sun is there's a lot of sun over there, but it doesn't really get strong until the brighter part of the day, which when the sun is getting ready to set, then that side is almost always sunny, but that's when it gets the most sun. Over here, morning sun. So that's what I did. I split them up. I got one tray here, equally yoked. Not yoke. I mean, well, they're equally yoked, not like the Bible, but yoked for a yoke. They're equal, okay? So 1/2 is here, 1/2 is here, And then I put the ones that I'm going to put in a pot right here. There's not that many of them. I have 4 bell peppers. These 4 are habaneros. Habaneros grow really slow apparently, so I didn't feel comfortable putting them in the ground, especially since they took a really long time. It took a real long time for them to germinate. And then I have 3 kale here. So that'll work. That'll work because I have another kale here. I think this is a kale too. Not sure. That is, I don't know what that is. I got to do the app because I don't know what those plants are. They look like trees, so who knows? Might have put a, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out later on. They always tell me what they are. They always do. So we're going to go out there and we're going to plant at least one plant. It's getting hot out here. It's noon now, so I waited a little bit too late. I was doing a garden tour this morning, a tour of the garden this morning. Y'all see that video just before this one, like the day before, after I edit it, if it needs to be edited, because I think I just ran it all the way through. Anyway, talking too much. Let's go ahead and plant our kale and our bell peppers. One plant or 2, depending on how hot it gets. I noticed that there were a lot of not snails, worms in here, and I don't want to hoe it and cut them all up and disturb them any more than I already have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break the soil up a little bit with my hands. Okay? And then we're gonna put our kale in first. Let me let you up a little bit. Up just a touch of love, a little bit. There we go. Hopefully you can stay standing. that'll work. Now I'm gonna put some kale in and see how much space, how much more I need to dig. I know I need to dig more, but I gotta see how much. I don't wanna keep on going and then, the soil dry out and the grass is gone. And anyway, let's get this doing. Let's get to this. Uh-oh. I lost it. I lost it. I lost it. Put you right here. There you go. Nice and snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, they're all in. All of the kale is in. Let's go on to the bell peppers. I gotta dig another lane for them, and I'll be right back with you. I'm not gonna make you sit through me digging. You saw it already. Okay? All right. I dug another trench. Well, you know, I just turned it over. I ain't really dig a trench. And we're gonna put our bell peppers in. Bell peppers get really big, so I gotta be careful how I space them. I think that I can only get maybe 3, maybe 4 of the 5 in there. Let's see. Make sure you can see and make sure this thing doesn't topple over, right? They get the tray. If God is for you, who can be against you, right? The whole tray is done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 24 plants in the ground. Let's take a look. Let me give you a look of what we did. There we go. It's in there. Thank you guys for being with me. So let's go over to the other side, all right? Okay, we got 1 tray down, 1 to go. But you know what? You know how I feel when I say, you know, I ain't gonna do no more. It's not fun anymore. I've done enough today. So I got 1 tray left right here. And then I have the ones that I need to put in the containers. I'm gonna do that at another time. Yeah, I'm gonna do that another time because I need to figure out where I'm gonna put it. I think the kale is gonna go on the fence line, but I'm not sure where the bell peppers are gonna go because they get big. Look at this. Some of them grow straight up and some of them just get bushy. You never know with sweet peppers. They just do what they want to do. There's no defined size that they're going to be. See, look at this one I have in the container. And it used to be as tall as the tree. See how tall that is? Let me show you. You see that? And it just goes across. And then I have another one over here. Well, this one broke, so this one is not a good example. Then I have one here that's growing like a bush. You see that? So I'm not sure if I have enough room over there. If not, I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put it. But right now it's gonna go on the east end. That was the west end. So we got our bell peppers and we have our kale in the ground. The ground is wet. It's been raining all night. I pushed it down a little bit. There was a lot of worms in there. I tried not to. That's why I didn't hold it down. I did it with my hand because I didn't want to kill any worms unnecessarily. They are very good for your soil. They aerate it and they do all kind of good things. So I knew not to, not to kill any others because I think I cut a couple of them in half. But I remember as a kid, when I cut them in half, they just make two. I don't know. Anyway, they're in. The 24 are in. And I have 24 little plants left to go on the other side. So this is Jamerica 5288. I am gonna go inside and I'm gonna watch some YouTube. Maybe your channel. Put something out there, I'll watch it. I sit here and watch YouTube almost all day. When I'm not doing that, I am on YouTube. I don't watch movies. YouTube is my movie. Look at my cheeks here. I need to get out of that sun. Whew, I didn't have any sunblock on. Cheeks are all red. I'll close this door. And my dogs are in the way. Little Chihuahua just ran out the way. I almost stepped on him. This door needs some what that stuff is? Some oil. It's getting harder and harder to close. This is Jamerica 5288. Thank you for being with me this morning. We got our kale and our bell pepper in the ground. We still have to put them in the containers and plant the other 24 plants that are going in the ground. So we have stuff that's going in pots. Pots are a little bit, I don't know, it depends on the day. Pots are a little bit easier to me. Easier initially because you got to keep on watering. But this is Jamerica 5288. We'll cover that when we get them in the we get to them eventually. Please like and subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.